Well, then all things come to an end, and in this case is the end of the rope for Meghan because her second season of With Love Meghan on Netflix has been premiered not with a bang but with a whimper. And proof of that is not only that she is a bit upset that nobody's paying attention to her for reasons that I am about to explain, reasons that have to do with Taylor Swift. But the second thing is that she tried to make that launch special with this podcast that we have been talking about. I uploaded a video to the Royal Rogue yesterday, and I was making an analysis. I made an analysis on the body language guy as well. But we need to address the actual word salad that Meghan was, she was trying to justify things in a way that I don't know what she's taking, and I don't want anything that she's taking right now. I mean, she spoke to interviewer Emily Chang about American politics. We already know at this point. I hope that I'm not wrong this time, that Meghan is not going into American politics. American politics are crazy enough as they are. Growing up in LA, and the launch of her lifestyle brand As Ever, which we don't care, but we need to address the level of word salad that is borderline poetry. This is like a Montecito haiku, a biracial display of absolute philosophy that baffles the human mind. Highlights from the conversation include when the Duchess described bookstores as a place, and I quote, "You can find your story there. You can find some version of your story or what feels true to you in it." It is my belief that somebody who speaks like that hasn't been to a bookstore in quite a while, if ever. And then when asked by Chang about how important it is to own your own story, well, we know that Meghan has own her own story. She's just short of publishing her memoir, who's going to be an instant hit with all the lies. We will lose the count of all the lies that she's going to publish on that book if she gets to publish it. Remember that Penguin Random House still has 2 books. I think it's 2 books or 3 books still in the contract. I don't remember. But if they go by what Netflix is doing right now, I don't think they want to lose more money. And how important is it to own your own story? Meghan responded, "I know I do. And if you know me, you know that I do. I think there are always going to be moments when you feel as though a story is being told about some caricature and actually has nothing to do with you." Meghan, you're supposed to use the flour sprinkles, on the food, not smoke them. Stop smoking the potpourri, Meghan. Please, for God's sake, you put the potpourri on your bathroom, for the smell and stuff. You don't smoke it. So read the instructions. All right, she continued, and just think there really is a lot of value to when you anchor into your own knowing. Anchor into your own knowing. What the avocado toast F is this? When you're telling your own story, and how you show up in the world, what you do. You actually don't need to say anything. You can show who you are. Yeah, if it was so simple, Meghan. If it was so simple, would you never do it? You never do it. On YouTube, there are all sorts of comments, some pro, some against. Let's start with the against. "She speaks English, but I don't understand what she is saying. It's all a word salad." Well, at least I can say now that my English is better than Meghan's, because people are saying that I have improved, even if some still say that my accent is too thick. But I say sometimes my accent is, more Ricky Ricardo, still that Ricky Ricardo influence, because, I cannot take that Latino accent away. It's so hard for me when I get right up right now, like now. And another quip, Hopefully, the reporter's coffee is strong enough to tolerate Meghan Markle's word salad. Nice. And yeah, everybody was waffled. The waffle maker that the Queen gifted Archie. Baffled about that sentence, anchored into your own knowing. I mean, Meghan thinks this is cosmos or what? What is this? Another wrote, why do people invite her to speak? It's the same thing over and over. Word salad on repeat. No, but this is the next level word salad. This is potpourri smoking word salad. You have to appreciate the beauty of it all. The level, the way that she's creating word and sentence structures. She's like the modern day Shakespeare, in the sense of how her intuition and creativity and ingenuity is helping us achieve greater insights of the English language. She's so brave, so courageous, and so, what is that smile? My God. Oh, there were other comments, actually praising her. Kemani commented on YouTube, she's so smart and well-spoken, such a breath of fresh air. Another said, I enjoyed Meghan's interview. Meghan is very inspiring, authentic, intelligent, beautiful, caring, and courageous. It's everything. So many words with C. I think they missed one word with C. Maybe next time we can fulfill that empty spot was lying in there. Oh, while speaking to Chang over smash burgers and pints of beer, Meghan is asked if there's an inherent tension between trying to be relatable while also being a duchess. And she responded that she's just being herself. I analyzed that clip, by the way, on my Body Language Guy channel. Have you watched it yet? I'm going to leave you the link in the description of this video. It was different several years ago when I couldn't be as vocal and I had to wear nude pantyhose all the time. The Duchess said, it felt a little bit inauthentic. This is complaining. This is her complaining. And as ever essentially means as it's always been. If you followed me since 2013 with the TIG, I've always loved cooking and crafting and gardening. No, I have a clip from you, Meghan. Remember that I could be the royal rogue right here, but I'm also the Body Language Guy. I have a clip from you, and I remember I'm going to bring that clip back, in which we know you were saying, I love being in the kitchen. I've always loved cooking. But you had your eyes down. What was that interview with Jamie Colonel Lima? It was full body chills. You remember that? Full body chills. Then lips pressed, a face that does not convey love, and a sideways jaw that expresses frustration. Mask slip in full display. Those moments are golden. Body language gold. I don't think Meghan loves cooking or the kitchen or doing these podcasts. That's my expert opinion, because you know that my body language analysis are the best in the world. Well, continuing, and let's finish this. When Chan quizzed Meghan about her current political stance, she basically said, back then in 2016, she said that Donald Trump was misogynistic and divisive. But right now, she simply responded, no, that she doesn't have a political opinion. I think that she doesn't want to divide her fan base anymore. How many times has she divided her fan base over stuff? Maybe she doesn't want to get into politics, and good for the world at large. Before appearing to change the subject, I just make a choice of what matters to me and what's important to me. And that was a different time in 2016. First time, oh my God, this is first time I've heard or read Meghan Markle say something that is common sense. What is this? I just make a choice of what matters to me and what's important to me, and that was a different time in 2016. I'm the first one to acknowledge that is common sense. If you don't know what to say about something, just shut up. Shut up. That is the right thing to do. It was the right thing to do. So 1 point for Montecito. Meanwhile, Well, we are grateful that Netflix decided to release this thing on this day. And what happened with this is that, I remember when Meghan said that her wedding was 3 days before, 3 days prior. You remember the Archbishop rolling her eyes like 360 degrees. What is this about? And it so happens that Travis Kelce's father, Ed Kelce, reveals that Travis proposed to Taylor Swift nearly 2 weeks ago. When he asked when they would break the news, Travis responded, "Whenever Taylor says so." Or we could say, "Oh my!" So this was for the media, as Meghan said back in the day. But no, it's fair. That is part of the job description. Sometimes you have to do things this way. It's lovely that he proposed 2 weeks ago, and they wanted to have this absolutely stunning, amazing amount of flowers around them. And yes, we are thankful that they absolutely blow Meghan's second season premiere out of the water. Like, what second season? I am not going to watch it. Be warned, I am not going to watch that revel. I am not. Rest assured, I'm not. Maybe I'm going to comment on quips here and there. But again, by the way, best of luck, best wishes for Travis and Taylor. I hope that, they have a bright future ahead of them. But I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. Much love and bliss.